To me, agencies need to consider like an AI code of conduct in their agencies. What's acceptable? What is not acceptable?
We have to have a plan. We need to be prepared. And we need a what if. Like, if this happens, we need to do this. If this happens, we need to do this.
Hi, Steven.
Hello and welcome back.
Welcome to our show. So this is all on part of our strategic plan for 2026. So get our planner. You can get all of your thoughts out, build the most badass agency plan for next year. But one of the sections we really are pretty excited about is AI. And I'm just going to set the stage. This is not like some crazy, like stand upside down and you can lock your doors and never have to write a policy again because AI can take over everything. Like we are not, if anybody knows me, like I am probably more suspect of technology than, well, I worked for a technology company. So most tech companies kind of oversell their product until you get in. So I am a technology vendor's worst nightmare because when I buy tech, it's a very intricate process. But when I buy, I'm like all in and I know what I'm in for. But I think we've all had the experience where you buy technology and then it's like, oh, surprise. This is not what I thought. Right. So, when I think about AI, I think that one, we have to start thinking about it. And I think whether we all like it or not, your staff is using it without constraints or on their own accord.
Right.
What do you think, Stephen?
I think that our team is trying to make their lives easier, whether we're allowing it or not.
Yeah.
I think a lot of times the agencies find out later that the team was doing things that they didn't know that they were doing or using things that like, I love ChatGPT, right? But some agents are using it. The leadership has no clue and they're putting client information into it, which can then go out to the interwebs for future viewing.
That seems unsafe.
I mean, if my understanding is correct, you pay for protection or the free version just shares things. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
I don't even know if the paid one is all that secure, but
I don't either.
I'm a Grok user.
But I think our teams are trying technology. They're hearing things. They're trying to make their lives easier.
Yeah.
I just had a whole team have to do processes prior to a meeting, and they all send them back in within a day. Well, then I started going through the processes, and it was all through ChatGPT where they didn't remove some of the prompts or fix the formatting.
We had someone quit an agency with a ChatGPT resignation letter, and they didn't fill in like the agency name, and it was like, oh.
And I'm like, so when our training day comes, guess what I'm going to purposely train?
How do you
the ChatGPT process that everybody created and approved.
And they're going to be like,
but this is I've already corrected it on the back end, so yes, it'll be fine. But I think it's also a learning lesson of technology can be amazing. AI is great, but it still requires a human element for it to work.
Yeah, I would agree with that 100%. But I also think when I think about the use of AI, I think I like to utilize it to say, like, what's a good script or what's a good email template, or can you polish up this email template, or kind of more like the communication skills of things in my mind, I think is great. I think if you're stumped on something, getting into it, and again, the paid versions have a lot more features on this, but if I think about it from a marketing perspective, like what are good blog topics? Somebody said that the best thing to think about AI is it's your brainstorming partner, but like somebody still takes it to the next level. So I think there's so many uses in the perspective of, marketing there, but you can take it and have ChatGPT write a blog, but you have to read it. You can't just submit it. Like I can tell when something's been written by AI because it's like overdone a lot of times.
I might have learned that a couple years ago.
I might have told you that a couple years ago.
maybe a few years ago. We learned some lessons.
So I think for marketing, it's amazing. I think when you think about the customer service side, asking it for help with a script or asking it to polish up an email, also amazing. I don't think that you should just be putting it all in there, I think on the sales side, one of the things I love about it is maybe you're going out to deliver a policy. You can say, what are 10 HVAC companies within 10 miles of this one business? It can build you a prospecting list, right? Which is amazing.
I also like it for somewhat a business plan. Like we keep losing clients because of X. What are some ideas as an agent we can do to fix that?
Yeah, 100%. Or how to overcome an objection.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe I want to get into a niche and I can start researching the niche this way. Like, what are the top 10 issues that, HVAC people have with their insurance? So I think for me, AI has, and another one. Oh, I want to say this one. I love, love, love that the phone systems are finally doing what we've had for years. So all of our meetings are transcribed at APP utilizing
Yeah.
AI. We've had that for, I think, well before Chat GPT became a household name. Like our
Mm-hmm.
system just did it. And I've always struggled, imagine you can have a whole phone call and inside your management system, the synopsis is there with bullet points and it just pops in. I mean, think about how much we would save from having to beg people to document. And then it can also
Another
for calls, which is fun.
one that I really like right now is a lot of the clients I work with have their own like meeting transcriber that follows them around. I mean, I know we use it as well, but it'll literally say like, here's 12 questions that were asked during the meeting, and it will give like engagement scores or participation scores. Like it's like 78%. And I'm like, why is it 78%? It's like, well, three of the people kept looking down and were doing other tasks while training. And I was like, this is amazing. Like, let's use it. When I was leading an agency, this would have been gold. Like, how do I make the meetings more valuable for the team? How do I get more engagement? How do we adjust the content to the specific audience to make sure that it's being adapted?
Yeah, I mean, I also think it's great if you're a leader, right? Like, hey, how do I approach somebody with this personality type about this issue? If your agency's doing personality types, or if you've done anything along the lines of, hey, what would be a good coaching plan, or what are good resources for somebody struggling with price sensitivity, right? I
Yeah.
think these are all really, really, really good tools. But I think that, when you think about AI, to me, agencies need to consider like an AI code of conduct in their agencies. What's acceptable? What is not acceptable? And guess what's going to be in our 2026 planner, Stephen?
Ooh, tell me. I can't wait.
AI sample code of conduct that you guys can
Mm.
use to get started. So all of this is really around our 2026 planner, which is out now. You can totally get it, totally start planning for 2026. And we have so many resources in there. If you got last year's, awesome. I think you should totally use it. If you want to also have these resources of how do we get out of this hard market, AI use, hiring, we're going to actually put very robust meetings in here of our best practices on these key core areas that are really going to move the needle for you.
I like it.
Well, and I also think that the AI side is like, it's the way I feel like when I was like in high school and people were like the home internet was coming out. Like, first of all, crazy that you bet like 13-year-olds in chat rooms with random strangers across the entire country.
Hey, we didn't know any better. I learned a lot in those chat rooms when I was like
my
12.
life on there talking to strangers. Like now it's like a normal thing, right? You're on the internet with a bunch of weird strangers, not weirdos, strangers. But I guess it was safer because it was on dial-up, so nothing was happening very fast.
Yeah.
um, but like nobody knew what to do, and now like child pornography not good on the internet, like that. Don't do
All
it.
the things that you don't do no more.
Don't
Or you
yeah.
should never done.
Now there's like an effective use, and the people who want to get themselves in trouble do, and the people who want to keep it clean just go to like very old person websites like Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't download TikTok because I can't get out of it. I did it once, Stephen, and 45 minutes of my life evaporated and I didn't know what happened.
Uh-uh.
I can't do it. And nor can I
Don't
dance
do it.
like that to do my TikTok dances.
Mhm.
Although we are going to increase our social media fun presence, so maybe we have to. That might be.
I got a whole plan brewing for that one. Don't you worry.
If it includes a costume, I need advanced preparation. You have costumes. I don't own costumes.
Maybe we're gonna create the insurance dance. You never know.
This is like I mean, all I can think about is like the shopping cart, bottom shelf. Like, what would this be like? Abandoned policies.
Maybe it have to be by department or by specialty.
First call resolution dance.
Get her done and done. Get her done and there's still lots of details to work out. So maybe by the time this rolls out, it'll be ready.
We'll do the first call resolution dance as opposed to
Right. I solved it in one. Now I'm done.
Oh, one and done, one and done.
Mm-hmm.
We have to get people cooler than us.
Probably, yes.
Quickly.
It's becoming very apparent.
Oh, it's becoming apparent how old I am. So I just want to share with everybody, you do need to think about your 2026 strategic plan. It's October. Like I did a funny post a couple years ago and I was like, if you bought a pumpkin, you need to buy a strategic planner. if you have something with a turtleneck on, you need to buy a strategic planner for your
Mm-hmm.
If you have had a pumpkin spice something, you need to have a strategic planner for your agency. So if anything needs to happen, but I don't really think, and I want to take a couple minutes on this before we let everybody go. I don't think it's very cool to go into next year without a strategic plan. And the reason I say this very, very point blankly is the market is changing. We were unprepared when it hit. We need to get better prepared if not. And like my death and destruction is you will lose people and there's not enough people out there to replace them.
Mm-hmm.
Your agency will shrink because clients will leave because when they shop, they find something better. Clients are paying more, they expect more, and we have not adjusted our level of service nearly enough to compensate for that. And you have an opportunity to write a lot of new business. And I think a lot of agencies just have a quote process on a sales process. So I think you're going to have some choices. Like this agency took a big old like slap across our face. And I think that we need to be prepared to slap back on the way out. Otherwise, we might get hit on the front and the back side on the way out of this thing. And again, your agency, you will free fall. That's the problem. Like when we got into it, you were still insulated because of rate increases. You could free fall very, very, very easily. And that's
correct. We have to have a plan. We need to be prepared. And we need a what if. Like, if this happens, we need to do this. If this happens, we need to do this.
I love it. And by the way, the best thing you got to do is start with a plan. That's it. Just start with a plan. And by preparing, what is it? What's the quote? Failing to prepare is preparing to fail.
Mm-hmm.
So identify what you want. If you feel like you don't have enough time, put it in your calendar right now. I'm going to take Friday off. I'm going to sit in a hotel room by myself. I know it sounds weird to get a hotel room, but I say this to people all the time. Do you want to know when I'm most productive?
And there's no distraction.
There's no dishes. There's no dog. There's no laundry. There's no distractions. There's just
DoorDash and get her done.
And if I need to take a little quick walk outside, there might be a cocktail downstairs if I hit a milestone.
Mm-hmm.
If I need to get a little writer's block, I can put on my sneakers and go walk it out on the treadmill for a couple minutes if it's raining outside. But I can't stress to people enough how important this is. And our strategic planner goes up in price November 1st. So you're getting the pre-sale purchase item. So check it out. So Stephen, any final thoughts for our listeners on AI and how they need to utilize it effectively? Or is it just get the strategic planner and get our whole idea?
I think let's get the plan laid out and then we'll blend AI into it once we know what we need.
I love it.
Maybe we should have a plan and then we can purchase more things.
Excellent. I love it.
We'll purchase the plan first, then purchase other things.
Perfect. Well, go get the planner. Do it now. Don't delay. What do you got to lose other than, letting it sit on your shelf and looking at it with regret? But then at least you will have tried.
Very much.
All right, Stephen. Well, I will go ahead and see you in our next podcast. What's our final podcast on? Let's take a look here.
Our final podcast is Trends in 2026 Insurance Agency Hiring. Ooh.
I love the hiring comment.
What's the hiring going to look like in a new market, in a new world, in a new year?
Check it out, everybody. Check it out. All right, Stephen, I will see you later.
Bye.